So, Xbox One.
So
Xbox
yeah,
One,
let's
it's gonna be so
shift
good.
gears and talk about Xbox One. I don't know, man. Like I've played many thousand matches of Smite, and I love it. I love everything about it. And the first time I tried to use a controller the other day
On your PC, though.
on my PC, and just to sort of get in the mood, if you will.
Warm it up.
And it did.
He grabbed some candles from Bed
Yeah,
Bath
he
and
did.
Beyond.
Yeah.
And
I came to see it,
and I
man.
burned the house down. It did not go well.
He was not happy.
It went horribly for me. I went like 2 and 4 against Robot.
Oh, man.
I was Thor, and I couldn't line up the wall. I didn't know what to do. And then it dawned on me that this is really the user interface it's got right now is really made for a mouse and a keyboard. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having said that, I have a friend who I've played probably 1,000 matches with, maybe 500, and he only uses controller, and he's every bit as good as I am. And I asked him last night, I was like, how do you do this? How do you do it? He's like, it's just practice, man.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
practice.
so one of my good friends, shout out to Rated, he's really, I mean, for a newbie, he's really good. And he plays on a controller.
Yeah.
And, like, he's totally just rocking it. And I think, so here's my thing. I think the hard thing, because, like, I mean, you guys know me. Like, I stream console games every single night. You know, I'm on Twitch. I'm streaming console games. And then I'll be like, all right, guys, I'm switching over to Smite. And everyone's always just like, oh, what is this game? It looks interesting.
Yeah,
and then they freak out because they know it's on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird barrier for entry for some people.
It's really weird for them because then they're just like, can I play this? Oh, it's a mouse and keyboard. I'm scared.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing, though, is that, like, I feel like once you just get a controller in their hands with this game, people will really like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, it's got the accessibility that's sort of inherent to console games, right?
Yeah.
Like, there isn't a million things you have to bind. There is a store you have to go through, and I'm really curious to see. I think you and I will be checking out the demo very shortly.
Yeah.
Sometime
I'm
soon.
excited.
Yeah, me too. I think there's some hurdles that they're going to have to get over with how they handle the store and sort of how they handle assigning skill points and
I think they're going to lean heavily on the pre-made
radial
builds.
The what?
The pre-made builds.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no, they can't. If you want a MOBA to be competitive, and not I'm saying professionally, but just competitive, like, you have to be able to fine-tune and tailor every single thing.
I like the idea you said of radials, like the radial menus.
Yeah, like hold L left trigger, and then it brings up a thing, and then you move your analog stick to select, do you want power, and then you hit A, and then do you want this item, or, you know, like sub-menus and radials.
Very, very, very interesting. But the thing is, like, going back to what I was saying, it's just console kids, they get really scared when it's like, oh, it's a mouse and keyboard game. But, I mean, a lot of them are just very interested. Like, what is this? Like,
I mean,
these gods look cool.
It
like,
looks cool.
What are you doing?
Like, yeah, as a kid with a big mythology nerd, like, I saw this and I thought I would like to play that.
Yeah.
And I know
I was like, whoa,
other people have that
Egyptian,
same
Greek,
reaction.
Roman gods, this is sick.
Yeah.
So I feel like once you get a controller in their hands and you get this on a console, then I think this is when console kids are really going to be like, oh, like this whole MOBA thing. They're going to eat it alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
like,
I'm really interested in seeing the spike in Smite's player base. Combined, sure, but from before the console launches, console version launches, to after the console version launches.
And their concurrence every night.
Yeah.
And also, we should clarify, there's not going to be any cross-platform play.
I don't believe so, no.
But
So
you will be
No,
able to
but
get to keep your profile.
yeah.
transfer it.
you could transfer it
So,
over.
so basically, I think what the information we have now, and again, this could all change preliminary. The beta's coming early 2015, so soon. And what it's going to happen is they're going to allow you to transfer your data from PC to console one time only, from what
Awesome.
I understand.
Yep.
Because I have the God packs. So
Yeah,
that
And
works.
then, and then those things are going to be their own separate ecosystems. There's not going to be any cross-platform play, and I believe the competitive scene will still, be on PC, which makes sense. But the console version, we checked out that footage. We're going to see it soon, but from everything I've seen, it doesn't seem like it's a console version of a PC game.
Like Diet Smite.
It's not. It's very much full flavor Smite on the console. It's got that tangy, sweet barbecue flavor that you know and love.
Since we, this is going to be posted on IGN, and there are going to be a lot of, console kids that might check out this video.
Right.
The game is free to play.
It is very much.
It's going to be free to play on the console too, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
There are certain gods on was it weekly or?
So there's a weekly rotation, and I had that list, but I don't think I brought it.
Oh, that's fine. On a weekly basis, you have 5 gods that you can play for free.
Yeah.
And they switch them out. Or you can get all 60 gods plus all future gods for $30.
$30.
And that's called the God Pack.
So it's called the Ultimate God Pack.
Ultimate God Pack.
Half the price of a regular console game.
Yeah.
And you get everything.
That's a good point. So basically, any god that's been released up to this point, and any future god that comes out, $30.
Yeah. Or you can just play the hell out of it
Yeah.
and then just buy gods through
With
just
favor.
Yeah, with favor and all that kind of stuff.
Use the in-game currency.
We
In-game
probably
currency.
should have introduced like a little bit about what Smite is, but I think
We were just like, I just
By
want
the
to
way,
talk
since
about
we're at the end of
Smite.
the console, the end of the podcast, this is what Smite's about.
yeah.
But
It's a bad place to put this. But yes, it's completely free to play. There is a premium currency, but there's also a hefty in-game currency that you can use to buy just about everything aside from premium cosmetic items, right?
Yeah.
Hats in
there are some really cool exclusive skins.
The skins, man.
Oh,
Oh, my
All
God.
right, we'll
That
save
is
that,
like-
we'll save
yeah,
that for
all right.
next week.
Oh, so good.
We'll go home and we'll look at the skins and then we'll have this conversation next week.
I just have to add that I've not seen a cooler skin than the Archon skin.
Oh my
for
God.
Thanatos?
Yeah, that,
the evolving
in any
one.
game,
Yeah.
I've never seen a cooler skin. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I just had
So
to.
keep doing that, Hi-Rez.
Yeah.
If you're so inclined, we would love to see. We would love to see more evolving skins. Cool. Well, that's really
that about wraps
we're
up.
out of time. We're a little over time. So
Kyle, where can they find you?
Oh, I'm on Twitter at Kyle.
I'm on Twitter as well at Brandon Tyrell. So
There you go.
Very
Really?
Game of Thronesy.
Mix
What-
that
yeah,
in.
Tyrell.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, how tired of you of that?
Actually, you don't get it much.
I'm gonna call you the Knight of Flowers.
So,
That's gonna be a thing now. This podcast forever.
Sorry, I
Well,
didn't
then
mean to do
Knight
that
of
on
Flowers.
let's
camera.
all thank Kyle for making his first and last appearance. What about you, Alfredo?
Yes, my name is Alfredo. Thank you for joining and watching this podcast.
Yes, thank
you can
you very
find me
much.
on Twitter at the Alfredo Plays. Remember, guys, you can catch this on IGN, on IGN's YouTube channel, on YouTube.com/arena. That's the MOBA.
YouTube / IGN Arena. Sorry.
IGN Arena.
IGN
That's
Arena.
the IGN MOBA YouTube channel.
We have a Twitter
and we
account.
so we have a Twitter account too.
Yeah,
which
follow
is-
us on
IGN
Twitter.
_Arena.
Yeah, for all the MOBAs if that's your thing.
Yeah.
And this will be up on iTunes as well. So
Cool. Yeah. So I think it's really important. Like, we're not pros. We're never going to be pros.
Nope.
But we just really
love Smite.
talking about Smite and playing Smite, and
people
we
need to
want
hear about it.
to talk with you about Smite. So, write in. You can reach us at godlike@ign.com. And also, you know what? Let's run a question. So we're talking a little bit about the Xbox One beta. We want to hear your thoughts. Is this something that you're interested in? If you're a hardcore PC player, will you migrate over? If you're not, will this get you into Smite? And we'll pick a winner at random, and we'll give them an unlock code for the Ultimate God Pack.
what?
There's no wrong answer though. We should stress that. Like I feel like I want to hear everyone's point of view. Like
Yeah.
if you're just straight up like, no, I do not care. I don't want to hear about the Xbox One version. That's fine.
Yeah.
And if you're like, oh, I can't wait. I'm literally just hanging out by my Xbox.
Yeah,
to
tell
hear
us
it's
why.
Online.
Tell us why.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to know why. Seriously, we want to know what you guys think about all this stuff. And if you have tips, like we said, it's a really healthy community. If you have tips or strategies, feel free to write in. If they're really helpful, we'll read them on the show. Maybe kick you down a code or something.
And just give us feedback overall on the podcast. If you think you've got an idea for a cool segment or anything like that, this is something that, like I said, we're very happy to do, and this is new.
Very excited.
very
I'm
much
really
up.
interested in seeing what we can do. We're talking to Hi-Rez, so we should have some more good stuff for you.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much for joining us, and until next week, catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.